Well, hello there, welcome to round 10 of this F1 2017 Sauber career mode. We're at Austria, the 3 practice sessions are out of the way and they've gone pretty well, to be honest with you. We've got a lot of resource points. So first thing we'll do, we'll listen to the voicemail to see our qualifying target, and then we'll talk about how the practice sessions have gone and what I've done to the car. So qualifying 19th and beat our rival Roman Grosjean, standard information really. So then the laptop, all the durability has come in. We'll show the upgrades here that I've done. So the durability now is quite nice as well. Number 2 on the gearbox, number 1 on the MG UK and the ICE. So we'll have a quick look at the power units and how we're going. We have taken a 5th one of the ICE, which means an immediate grid drop penalty, and we've also gone to our 4th gearbox as well. So it's a 10-place grid drop penalty we'll be taking in the end, so we'll almost certainly be starting at the back unless something incredible happens, which I'm fine with, to be honest. MG UK is currently sitting at 55, MG UH is currently sitting at 60, and these two are the only ones that can really be used in practice sessions. The rest of them are knackered, so probably next event we'll be taking another 10-place grid drop penalty when we bring these 2 new ones in. The energy store's not too bad, 42, although I'm going to change it to 23 now ahead of qualifying, and 55% is our lowest one on the turbocharger. The electronics, we've been running this one in the practice session, 48%, but we'll now change to that one there before qualifying as well. The gearbox, as I said, as well, is only on 8% so far. As for the practice sessions, we've got purple in everything apart from a track acclimatisation, believe it or not. We only managed to get green in that, so we've still got a healthy amount of resource points, as you can see in the top right. We're up to 719, so if we do well on both qualifying and the race, we should be over 1,000, and I'll probably end up doing more towards the durability, so we can get. I'm already thinking about next season. We're at half distance now in this season. I'm already thinking about next season. I want to kind of get virtually all of the durability done, and then I can start focusing on actually upgrading the car, which means we'll probably start slipping further away from those cars immediately ahead of us, the likes of Haas, Toro Rosso, and McLaren as well, just so I can get all the durability done for season 2, and then everything will be nice and reliable. We won't pick up that many grid penalties, and we can start focusing on improving the car as a whole. So that's the plan at the moment. It may very well change, I don't know, but anyway, that's sort of the direction I want to go, and I'm already looking ahead to next season. So we've got a short qualifying then, 12 minutes around Spielberg. We might be able to get 2, maybe even 3 laps in, and see where we end up relative pace to everyone else. We did end FP3 a full second ahead of both the McLarens, and they were on the same ultra soft tyres as us, but that was the same case at Baku as well. We ended up qualifying about 6 or 7 tenths off, so if we can get it into sort of the high 9s or even a very low 10, I think I'll be happy. So we'll go to qualifying and see what we can do. So then, in the garage, we'll have a quick look at the weather, see how it's getting on. Looks like it's going to be pretty dry for the whole session. As for the race as well, I'm only going to do 1 lap because we've got a 10-place grid penalty. There's no point going out there and adding a load of wear to the engine parts and the gearbox. So I'm just going to do 1 lap, see where we end up with it, and just go straight into the race, because qualifying is going to be pretty redundant for us really with the penalties. So there we are, and Kimi Raikkonen has taken pole by 4 tenths of a second, my God, over Lewis Hamilton, with Bottas in 3rd and Vettel in 4th. Williams done well, 6th and 7th with Massa and Stroll, and Grosjean, our rival, is in the top 10 in 10th place, just ahead of his teammate. Further down then, we did get moved down by Stoffel Van Dorn, but only by a 10th and a half, and we're 3 tenths quicker than Alonso and 5 tenths quicker than our own teammate as well. So we had good pace, but we'll be starting at the back, so hopefully we can get past the McLarens and our teammate early on, and maybe nip at the heels of the midfield runners. So then the resource points, 60 for that, and rivalry as well, we're still slipping away, 4 to 8 now. And the reputation level has gone up from everyone, which is very nice because we managed to out-qualify a teammate and hit our qualifying target. So the reputation is starting to creep back up a little bit though, although McLaren seem the more likely destination. Not that I want to go there, and why would I? So then we'll listen to the voicemail and see what the race objectives are. Yeah, pretty standard then. Finish the race in 19th, try and beat Grosjean if we can, and remain in the 19th place or above in the championship target. So we'll have a quick look at the laptop then, just before we go. Resource points up to 789, so we may not hit 1,000 this time. It would be nice if we did. Let's have a quick look at the reliability of everything. Gearbox is still on 8%, which is quite nice. The power unit then, the MG ICE are onto our 5th unit, as I've said. The MG UK and H are showing a bit of wear, 58% and 62. Energy store's okay on 24, and the electronics is fine on 20, and the turbocharger as well on 57. So we'll go to the race, have a look at our race strategy. I believe the weather forecast is dry, and see what we can do from probably last on the grid.
After an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Kimi Räikkönen starts today from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Vettel, Max Verstappen, and Massa, Stroll, Ricciardo, Perez, and Roman Grosjean, Magnussen, Kvyat, Jolyon Palmer, and Ocon, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Fernando Alonso. Verline and a Sauber rounds off the grid.
Yep, so the grid then, the only people to pick up the penalty is us. What is the fuel saying? Underfueling the car will require fuel saving measures. What are we underfueled the car for? We'll go up to 18.5. Ultra softs onto supers. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll take that. That's fine then, so we won't change anything on the strategy. We'll get the formation lap out of the way, and then a crack on with the Austrian Grand Prix. So here we go, 5 lights at Spielberg. Build the revs up. Ah, it's not the best start in the world. Although one of the McLarens has had a shocker. Keep it clean to turn 1. Oh, he's dive bombed everyone, hasn't he? Look at that. Oh, and he's made contact with Toro Rosso. Oh, cut off there. 18th place then. The inside of a few people, kept it clean so far. Got Hulkenberg outside on the super soft tyres, so he's going long in the first stint. Oh, we outbraked ourselves. Luckily, Kvyat saw us. Right to 14th then. So we're into lap 3 then. DRS is now being enabled. Oh, Kvyat's trying it into this corner. Wow. Oh, but he's made a mistake. We'll nip back through. Oh, there's an absolute train behind me here. This is going to get interesting. Oh, we've been pushed off the track. Eagle overtaken Hulkenberg. Are you kidding me? Come on. Oh, that's just ruined our race. Oh, I made a mistake out of turn 2, and I think Kvyat's going to have a run. We're going to defend the inside line. Kvyat's through, pushing us to 17th. So we're pitting now, move over to the right hand side. Bit of a messy pit lane entrance. It's a bit tricky at Austria to get the speed right. Messy lap out the pits. Managed to jump Verline, well, stay ahead of Verline anyway. And that's Sainz ahead of us, who we know's got an engine problem. So Alonso coming out the pits. We're going to be side by side. We'll out drag him up the hill. He's now on the ultra soft tyres though, so he's going to be very quick. So information coming over the radio. Vettel's got a mechanical problem. Not too sure if that will stop him. Not really matters to us, he's so far up the road anyway. Oh, we've made a mistake, got very twitchy coming out of turn 2. That's going to give Alonso a run. And squeeze him over to the right hand side. Trying to do the undercut. Oh, there is Vettel there, so he definitely does have an issue. Back of the car's really sparking. Oh, he's got a puncher and he almost took us out. Mad German bastard. What I've got to do now then, with 5 laps to go, is get back past Alonso here. Oh, Stroll's out the race. Here he is to the side of the road, so he's had a problem. Science is at the race now, so his initial problem has escalated into a bigger one. Up to 15th place here. But the target is Alonso. I want his 14th. I'm very slow in sector 2, but we get it back in sector 3. I think the best place to try and get Alonso will be into the braking zone for turn 2, just up here. You can see we're gaining pretty quickly. Gaining, gaining, gaining. This is lit. I'm going to go for it. Oh, oh, and again. It wasn't clean. And he'll probably be on the radio moaning like Alonso does. But that's us back into 14th. It's into the last couple of corners now. Alonso's still keeping us honest. But we will finish this race in 14th place. So here's the race classification. Anthony Davidson's driver of the day was me. Which was nice. I think it's the first time I've had it, from 20th to 14th. So Kimi Raikkonen has won the race by 6 seconds from Hamilton. Bottas in 3rd, the Red Bull 4th and 5th. Haas scored double points again with Grosjean in 9th and Magnussen in 10th. Further down then, there we are, 11.1 was our best lap, so certainly, yeah, fighting around these guys. But we managed to beat both the McLarens and Verline fair and square from the back of the field, which is very nice. Vettel ended up being a lap down after having to make a second pit stop for a puncture and almost taking me out of the race. And Sainz and Stroll failed to finish. So 14th place, another finish in this career mode. But we finished 11 seconds off the back of Danny Kvyat. So, yeah, we still need to find some pace from somewhere. Have a look at the quick standings then. Hamilton still leads 171 points, although Raikkonen is trying to close it down in second place in 148. Bottas is now clear in 3rd place in 116. And Vettel again having another poor race. He's now only 10 points ahead of Verstappen. Further down, we remain in 15th place, tied on points with Palmer and Magnussen, so they will probably score points again before us. So we'll be in a direct fight with both the McLarens and our own teammate. In the Constructors, nothing has changed too much, although Mercedes have picked up a few extra points over Ferrari. Red Bull are now safe in 3rd place. Williams in 4th, Force India in 5th. Haas scoring a few more points have made them pull away. They're now 14 points clear of us, so unless we get some sort of a miracle race, we're going to be sitting in 9th place, battling with McLaren, who are just 7 behind still, with a single point. So then the resource points, which should be quite a nice healthy amount, 125 indeed. And the first driver bonus as well, another 25 up there, so we're just short of 1,000 unfortunately. The rivalry update, we will be losing this unless something amazing happens. 6 to 12 already. Team approval has gone up 4 for finishing 19th and another 2 for beating Verline. So we're almost at the very top of the reputation for ourselves. We're almost at the top of the purple. And again, the reputation for the other teams is going up as well, bit by bit. But McLaren seem to be going ahead quite a lot ahead of everyone else. So if we do get a contract offer from a team, I'm going to bet on it being McLaren. But I definitely won't go there. I'm quite happy at Sauber for the moment. The career score then. Not bad in the practice sessions, as I said, 3,300. Everything else is pretty clean, to be honest. 7,814. Again, not bad. Pretty happy with that. The core competency progress then. We've now done 2 racing pit stops, which means a 10% reduction in pit stop times. This one up here I'm a little bit confused about, complete free classic invitational events. I have done one off of camera because we have unlocked 6 so far, and I went back to the main menu and did the championships, and there's 20 classic events. I've unlocked 6. I did the first one off camera and it hasn't added it to this, so I'm not too sure if I have to do these during the career mode. So I think from now on that if it does pop up, we're going to have to go straight into them to do it, which means that some of the episodes are going to be a lot longer, because obviously I want to show footage from that, because the halving of development time is very, very important, to be honest. So we really have to find out another way of how to do these, maybe outside of career mode if possible. So then, laptop then, nice view of the hills in Spielberg behind us. So we've got 939 resource points. We'll have a quick look at the vehicle management screen. I'll change these around before FP1, but it looks like that we're going to have to be taking another grid drop penalty with a new MGUK and an MGUH, and possibly as well for turbocharger. So I might just go full whack for the next race and just start at the back and just well, to be honest with you, what I might do is just get a 5th unit for everything rather than doing it in dribs and drabs, and just do what like McLaren do in real life and take like a 40 place grid drop, you know, get a new gearbox in or something like that, get a new everything else in, and then go from fresh before the next race. So I may very well end up doing that. Nothing else to show really. Trophy room now, we still have yet to fail to finish a race, and we seem to be knocking around the midfield after a few people trip over themselves. So yeah, that's Austria done then. I'm not going to do any upgrades this time. I'll do it after the next race because I want to do 2 or 3 at the same time. So yeah, we would have qualified, I think, in what 16th or 17th place, something like that. But with the grid drops, we had to start at the back. Managed to beat our teammate in the McLaren's fair and square, and picked up a few extra positions due to retirements and Vettel picking up a puncher. So another mid-table finish. Hopefully, we'll have a bit of luck next time out. So thank you very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you all very soon.